something crazy. I just tapped. I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks. Let's blow some up. Tonight I'm going stupid. Doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common. We just wanna have fun. Hey, do what you wanna do. I think about to do it. I think about to do it. Do something crazy.
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my angle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. It's come out like a power with an M. I get down like gravity, rackety rappers and raps rapidly follow the rapid into the rapids of being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and rivets into the sky. I'm a rebel feeling riveting, rhythmically right, your vigorous spinner right to the rhythm, widow the side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the spectre, you should respect her. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect it.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Rams going up against the Browns. With that, let's get up to Cleveland. We're standing by our Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Cleveland Browns. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The offense on your screen now, and Todd Gurley on your screen. That is the back of the present and the future.
And what an amazing return for him from a knee injury his last year in college at the University of Georgia. Now it's like it never happened. There's nothing he can't do on the football field. If you're a defense, that's a long day trying to prepare for Todd Gurley.
23 yards on the play. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to go up, and it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing, Cook. And, oh, he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Robert Quinn in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense. Now Cook. And able to find Green. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Now a handoff looking right, and he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And Richard Rodgers makes the grab, and let's face it, it's going to follow him the rest of his career. The Hail Mary he caught to beat the Lions in 2015 in Detroit, pretty memorable play.
Those Lions fans, they just don't like you right now if they heard that.
I didn't mean to bring it up to, pull the Band-Aid off the wound there. I was just trying to praise Richard Rodgers. Yeah, they're going to be mad at me.
And a look at the defense now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking for Austin, intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Room here to run. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 14 there. And that'll be good for a Cleveland first.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set. Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And two interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'd be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game. And
this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Looking to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Flush to his right, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Connor Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he's able to put it through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed-out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route-running savvy.
They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And, Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. One receiver left, 2 to the right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They go play action here on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Now Cook. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to churn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. Throwing, Cook. Flushed out right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And it's second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. He'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
All right, here we go. 3,
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Back to throw now on first down. His throw incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he gets it down to the 32. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt. And they're going for it on fourth down.
No, check. Patriot.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think
now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll throw now on the final play. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe.
They've got his man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And it played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get 3 up to midfield.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, That was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level play.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And able to find Green. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
Throwing, Cook. This will be caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And now the Rams are going to hold things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. Now Cook. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's 3rd and short. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And the Rams getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Danny Shelton. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The one running back is Gurley. He'll get the football here. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one good for 10 yards. And they're going to face a third down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And quickly they get to the line. Now a play fake here. And he's going to be taken down. He's sacked on the final play of this third quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Here's Austin. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. And he takes it all the way, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
Fresh set of downs here. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Now some love it, some hate it. Here it is. It's the Wildcat look.
Here we go. Red 38.
Always got some breathing room. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here?
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Danny Shelton in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
No. Check. Patriot.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Here's Gurley. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Here's Johnny Hekker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
And the offense in that middle ground here on third down, 5 yards to go. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
All right, here we go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hand.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're in a good spot. 2-possession game barely, but a 2-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
Offense still needing 10 yards, second down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Offense faces a 3rd and medium with 6 yards left. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds Coleman. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.